with you. And it is the poor class that gets hurt the most at the beginning, but then it's going to trickle into the middle class. So it's a very concerning situation, and you're 100% right. The situations are just going to continue to deteriorate because they're not doing anything to correct it. All they're doing is delaying the inevitable, and it's like loaning money to somebody, but they don't have a game plan to make the money back or to pay it. Just to give somebody money to help them out of a short-term situation doesn't change what the long-term situation is. So that's the situation what the U.S. is in right now. They've done nothing to really change what the overall problems are, and that's why it's like a domino effect that will continue. The future is very uncertain. It doesn't look good, and the fact is that with oil prices at nearing $120, that will stagnate the economy, and obviously, as goes Walmart, as goes the United States retail market, because that's the biggest retailer in North America. So all in all, I just think that we're going into again, major problems for the next few years, and the fact that the U.S. is not doing the right thing, which is raising interest rates to strengthen the dollar, bite the bullet, so, at least that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. They're not doing anything like that. All they're trying to do is keep Wall Street excited, and that doesn't help the everyday man and woman because most are not in the stock market at this point anyways. They got wiped out in 2008 and in 1999. So, again, the smartest thing at this point is to remain conservative. If you're in gold and silver, you're looking phenomenal. If you have diamonds put away, that's one of the most important assets you could ever own. The thing is also with diamonds very quickly is that in 79 and 80, white diamonds and colored diamonds both went up 500%. Means if you had a $20,000 diamond, 2 years later it was $100,000. I believe we're going to see the same thing happen again because I noticed that the price of white diamonds are starting to increase in value. And it's not the D flawlesses that we're talking about. It's middle of the road type of diamonds, and they're up 50 to 90% off of the Rappaport list, which is their price list for white diamonds. That tells me, and again, I documented this back in the late 70s, that it's the same thing that happened. White diamonds went up 500%, colored diamonds went up 500% when inflation hit. So as we hit into the high inflationary markets, you're going to find that your diamonds are going to make you a ton of money, and again, that's what we want for our Canadian clients. We want you to own some diamonds, put them away for safekeeping, because the future is extremely uncertain, and again, it's your insurance policy against collapsing currencies, high inflation, and everything else that we've talked about on the radio show.
And one thing that they haven't dealt with in the United States is raising the debt ceiling. And you have not only countries in trouble, sovereign debt crisis that still hasn't really been dealt with. The can has just been kicked down the road a bit. But you have countries in trouble. There are states in the United States that are in very serious trouble, like California and Illinois. You have cities that are borderline bankrupt. And then on top of it, cities are laying off thousands of employees and looking at wanting to cut pensions and medical benefits to those that are already retired or they can't meet those obligations. And one thing I wanted to touch on quickly here, and you can see this in our newsletter under the real estate section, and there's a chart that goes along with it. In fact, a home buyer who bought at the median price single-family home in 1979, so if you bought a medium-priced home back in 79 at the peak, you've actually lost 8.5% of your money over that period of time until now, 1979 until now, and you can see the chart from Chart of the Day. It's a fascinating chart and a must-see, but it is a very interesting time. It's a time where people need to listen to the radio show, get our newsletter, listen to what Harold is saying, protect yourself. You need to take care of yourself during the times that we're in, because I personally don't trust government to do it. They may say they will, but let's face it, no government seems to be able to get along with anybody anymore, Harold. It's a crazy time. We have about 10 seconds here.
Well, again, I wish everybody a wonderful weekend and a very, very profitable day. And again, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you very much, Harold. RareColoredDiamonds.com, the website, the telephone number 1-800-432-1022 to speak with Harold about diamonds, precious metals, WWPMC.com, the telephone number 1-866-623-2002. That is it. Another edition of the World Financial Report on radio with Harold Siegel and me, Randy Marshall. Get out and vote, and we will talk to you next week.